Yes, welcome back, or welcome along indeed. Slightly impromptu secondary live stream because I can't get anything right and I keep messing it up. So that last stream went on for 2 hours. I felt it was a bit too long, so I thought I'd do a separate one. This won't be very long, just to get the beer reviews done. In case anybody looks in, I'll tell you who is looking in. Henry from Real Hawks Music, thank you very much indeed for popping in, as always. Yeah, keep checking in. Thank you very much. Good stuff. And as Henry always says, hit the like and subscribe on your way in or your way out. I often don't ask for that, but not more than twice a stream anyway, but I'll let Henry do it when he's in. Thank you very much indeed. So if you are watching along, do let us know. This is I say slightly impromptu. I've been up here all day. If you well, I'll link somewhere to the previous stream where I was doing a couple of hours of, well, about an hour and a half of gardening work. I was doing some composting with the brewery grains that we produce here by what feels like an absolute bucket load. In fact, several buckets. So I've done a bunch of that today. Got that all cleared up into the composters, which can go to the farm, here to the growers, to the plant growers, to the vegetable growers as compost. Good, solid usefulness with the grains and also the hops as well. Sometimes they go in a little bit of coffee grounds as well from the cafe here at the Horse and Loaf. As I said, best pizzas in West London. If you don't believe me, pop up on Saturday, I'll buy you a pint. So yeah, just finished a West Coast pale. If you want to see me do a West Coast beer, that was not unexpectedly excellent, but yeah, not my favourite pint of grapefruit. Here's a little one for you. No kits go tonight, no kitty. But we've got another one instead. This is one of the farm cats. Hello. Hello. Come on in. No, she doesn't want to be famous either. But there you go. But I have already got a beer on. I started on the previous one. So immediately we'll go to the banner with a beer from Hogsback Brewery, kindly donated by Mr. David Wilson, as I mentioned on previous streams. So I started off on there and then I got a slightly sidetracked with a beer as my boss wandered in and said, yeah, try this West Coast Pale. As you know, West Coast not really being my thing, but I gave it a go and it was actually surprisingly drinkable. Lots of pine, lots of grapefruit, lots of citrus peel and piff, so I kind of need to get that out of my life. To go back to this Rip Snorter, 5%. Actually says on the bottle red amber ale. I've put it up as an amber ale. Cheers, obviously. Add a little bit. I tell you what, it's been there like 20 minutes in the glass whilst I did the West Coast, and you see that head retention there, looking pretty decent. If I put it up to this light, you can always get me lefts and rights mixed up, but you can see that red tinge on there. That's not actually a light, that's a heater, but it pops out so much light here in the brewery courtyard. It doubles as both. Absolutely egregious use of lighting just to light up little old me and this stream. If you do happen to stumble on, I still forgot to put links out or anything else, so hopefully YouTube will send it out to people and you'll all pop in for a beer. If you're watching this after the event, thanks for clicking on the thumbnail. Do let us know what you're drinking down there. As Henry says, please click like and subscribe and all that down there somewhere, depending on what medium you're watching on. Let us know what you're drinking whilst you're watching along. If you're just skimming through for the beer reviews. This beer, by the way, from Hogsback Brewery down in Surrey, is as I said on a previous stream, solid red ale. Kind of somewhere between red ale and not quite a red IPA, maybe. A red ale, bits of IPA because there's a kind of hop note to it. What's going on? Hang on, everything's pinging. Why is it all pinging? Connections are bad here. Can't read the back of the bottle because I haven't got a magnifying glass on my eye, so it's terrible. So we'll have a look on the brewery website in a sec just to get the standard disco stream, get some information, try and be educational. But yeah, taking a big mouthful, you can see the lacing on the glass, head retention staying. Superb conditioning on that beer, much like the one last week. I did the gardener's tipple last week, having done a bit of gardening, and that was superb. I preferred that one, to be fair. It was lighter, much more refreshing. This one is a bit more robust, a bit more hoppy, but a sort of more kind of tanniny bitterness rather than hoppy bitterness. It's sort of it's got kind of woody, tanniny kind of bitterness, much like oak bitterness. You get that kind of oak barrel kind of note. We did a beer here a couple of years back now for Ealing Beer Festival called Okie Dokie. It actually had oak leaves in the brew and some oak block. So it's got that kind of slightly, more woody, tanniny bitterness rather than out and out hop bitterness. There's a fair bit of sweetness coming through, kind of brown, sugary kind of sweetness. Touch of honey, molasses maybe. No, not molasses, treacle. Definitely a bit of treacle. Touch of caramel going on. From that malt note. All that jazz, yeah. Oh, that was the thumbnail. I don't know, maybe left and right. Yeah, a really nice, solid beer, and having looked on the websites, a 500ml bottle, so absolutely solid for the price. Let's have a quick look just for completeness. See if this works up here. Yeah, so let's see what it says. There you go. There's the description. See, it looks much redder in that pint glass there. 33 quid, don't worry, that's for a 12 pack. So what's that? That's under 3 quid a bottle. I'm not going to go and buy it. I hate when breweries do that. It's because I've got it too large. Yeah, the header screen is too large. That's my bad. Right, so it says on the website, a reddish amber bitter. It's definitely red. It's not reddish. It's definitely red. But it hasn't quite got those bready notes for an amber ale. It's kind of more rye cracker, if anything. A reddish amber bitter with a powerful malty base and refreshing. I don't know about that. Hoppy high notes on the taste. See, I don't find hoppiness refreshing. I find it bitter and cloying. Although, like I say, this is not really hoppy bitterness as such. It feels more tanniny bitterness. A little bit of umami there too now. Brewed with a finest English pale malt combined with some crystal malt. Yeah, that'll give it that darkness and the redness. And a touch of chocolate malt. Okay. A combination of local Fuggles and Goldings hops. See, I think that one last week was Fuggles and Goldings, but with a much lighter, paler malt base. So that crystal and a touch of chocolate gives it that kind of redder, more rye kind of feel. Fuggles and Goldings hops are added at 3 stages during the copper boil to give the bitter its distinctive taste. Fuggles and Goldings are, despite being British hops, really not my favourite in most British pale ales and IPAs. However, in this one, it actually kind of, same with last week. Last week's Hogsback, the Gardener's Tipple, really kind of worked for me. Really hop, like delicate hoppiness and like nice pale malt base and really refreshing. This one less so, but very kind of robust, solid red ale. They go on to say an Australian brewery visitor tasted the first brew and judged it as a real rip snorter. Mate, a real rip snorter. Get me Aussie accent. There's one for you, Sam. We checked the dictionary as a perfect description of this beer. 5%. 4.9% by their own customers. Excellent taste and enjoyable. Nice dark colour and lovely taste. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, again, fair play. Heading towards my kind of thing, much more so than that West Coast, but I can't remember, we didn't last week. Let's have a quick look round. Hogsback, down in Surrey, over the way towards Farnham. Been going quite a while. Used to be one of my favourite breweries. In my top 10, definitely. Pint of tea. I used to love going into pubs and asking for a pint of tea. Tongham English Ale. I think it stands for. Yeah, grow their own hops as well, I believe, if that's right. So in 2014, we decided to grow our own hops. It's been a steep learning curve, but we nurture, harvest, dry, and pack our hops here on the farm. So out in Surrey, they got a fair bit of space on the farm. So from their farm brewery to ours, or here, don't grow. Well, we do grow our own hops, but not in enough numbers to get them into a beer. We also have to make additions. Let's have a look, see what they got in the shop, because they do delivery, I believe. It never works. It never works. I see. I was looking on the previous stream just quickly in the break, and I'd left yesterday's live stream banner going. So these things annoy me. But yes, thanks to everybody for popping in. Hey up, Jamie. Not too bad. Another impromptu live stream tonight. There was one couple of hour live stream where I was doing some gardening work here. So I was going to do the beer reviews on the back of the gardening, and then it just ran out of time, ran on. So I thought I'd do this as a separate stream. So I'm glad some people have found it and you popped in. Thank you very much indeed. I'm so happy I'm back home from work. Well, yeah. So sort of, this is where I work. This is my workplace, kind of. I was not actually working today, but I popped up anyway because, well, I did some voluntary work, but also some brewery work. So we produce. The beer's up here, just over there, in fact. Over there? Or is it that way? No, to me, it's the right. So anyway, whatever. So yeah, and we get a bunch of waste materials, products, the grain that comes out, the hops that come out. So we have to do something with it. Rather than just chuck them away, we actually reuse them, compost them. They get back onto the farm here where we are at Perivale Farm for the vegetable growers, fruit growers, and the flowers. I don't know what quantity or capacity, but we produce the compost and they reuse it. So that this afternoon I came up, we were a little bit behind this month, or last month as it was now in November. We had a fair amount, and I've still got a whole tub full of grain to process, get into compost. So yeah, I did a live stream. Check that out. Watch it on fast forward because I should have done it as a video really, where I could just record it and play it on fast forward. You can see it as I layer up the compost heap. Roofing, fair play. So working hard. So today, yeah, doing the composting. I like to say I'm the world's hardest working lazy person because generally I like to do as little as possible or find a quick and easy way of doing it. But today was a full upper body workout, lifting and shifting all those greens and compost into the bins. So yeah, I've done my graft today, and I kind of, but I like to do my graft on ground level, not up above. So I feel I've sort of earned a beer today, which is handy because on the previous stream, my boss wandered up with a full pint of West Coast Pale. Not my thing, but not a bad beer. So check that one out. If I put the link up there at some point or after the event, you go back and fast forward that and watch it. This one, yeah, Hogsback, very traditional brewery, doing good things, still producing stuff in 500 bottles, but they do cans as well. This one was given to me by fabulous Mr. David Wilson, and I'm kind of enjoying it. It's a good red ale, red amber ale they call it. Also very drinkable, superb condition. Look at the lacing on the glass. Excellent head retention. You sleep tonight, and I sleep pretty well every night, to be fair, although I'm terrible at getting to bed. But yeah, I will be knackered. But then I will have a little, I won't actually be here tomorrow that much because I've got some other stuff going on. So I'm sort of okay for the morning. I can have a little lie and I'll be all right. Back here on Thursday, full brewing day. Well, a full day at the brewery work. So much more lifting and shifting. People often accuse me of being a brewer because I work at a brewery, and I'm like, no, Mike, he's the brewer. He does all the brewing work. I just do the lifting and shifting and all the heavy handling. That's not fair. Mike does his fair share as well, to be honest, because there's only two of us here. But yeah, this is where I'm at. This is where we are. Sorry to hear that. I tell you why, I am terrible at going to sleep because there's always something going on. I can always, I'm not insomnia as such, but I'm usually on the internet looking around. So I'm terrible at going to bed. But once I'm asleep, and if I'm particularly back, and I'm terrible at getting up in the morning. And even when I'm awake in the morning, I'm terrible at actually getting out of bed and going and doing shit. So, no, I will be watching it though. So I'm only going to go till about 6:15. I've got another beer to do for this stream, so I will only go till about 6:15, and I've got to dash off and watch it. I mean, I could actually watch it up here because I've got the laptop. But yeah, I just wanted to. I meant to do these beer reviews on the previous stream because it got to about 2 hours and I hadn't got around to it because Mike bought me that other pint. So I'm going to do these two beers that I'll put in the thumbnail, and then I'm going to dash home. It's an early kickoff as well. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. So, yeah, I'm just going to dash home and watch it there with my brother rather than actually going. I don't even know. Yeah, we're Orient. We're so basically I could or should be able to, apart from the fact that I'm not actually travelling. I'm on a self-imposed travel ban for games, even in London. It's up the other end of the Central Line, so it would have been ideal if I was actually travelling. I could have just finished the stream, jumped on the Central Line, and got to the game. Been to Leyton Orient quite a lot of times. Is it at Orient? We are playing Orient. Is it home or away? I have no idea. Cannot remember. It's only an Inter Bob Cup or whatever it is. Yeah, English Football League trophy, so you have to scroll down a page and a half to find it. No, it is at Orient. It is away. So yeah, it's a game I would normally go to. But yeah, I'm not really travelling to football at the moment, mainly because I just too many things going on, too much trouble. So yeah, it's on. I hope it's on Sky or whatever, because I've got the Sky subscription just for it on Now TV or whatever it is. So yeah, I'll dash home and watch it. Got to wash these beers back. So this is like a pre-football stream as well. Normally I'll do a pre-Argyle game if you see all the other ones. But yeah, I know I wear this shirt. This is a 25-year-old football shirt that I still wear to work. It's so robust. I wear it so that I don't have to bother about high-vis. I mean, it hasn't got the high-vis stripes to actually make it a high-vis. I refuse to wear those kind of bib high-vis things. Don't really have to wear them here anyway. It's just I wear it, you know what I mean? I've worn it. I used to wear it in like warehouses and factories that I worked in, like on the temp. And people say, oh, you can't wear that. It's not high-vis. And I'm like, well, you noticed it. How much more high visibility does it need to be? I used to be jumping on and off forklifts, so I hated them kind of vest things because they would always get caught on something or whatever. So I used to wear this. I used to fuck with people's minds. Fucking health and safety. Bollocks to it. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm going to have to check that, actually, Alan. We'll check that before I go. I might have to do the sub, £10 sub. No, I'm sure the last rounds weren't. Because like Argyle TV, I had really good Argyle TV, was really good. But I think this season, like Sky just got everything. So I will check that. Either way, I'll be watching it because I watched the last round. So we haven't been doing that well, so it might not actually be worth watching, but I'll do it anyway because, you know, bleed green and all that, even though this is orange. Really smashable beer, that, for a robust kind of red ale. But yeah, look at the quality of that, the lacing on the glass. Superb. Oh, well, cheers for the heads up in that case. I will, once I finish the stream, I'll have enough time to sign up to Argyle TV. And all I've got to do is sign in, put my card details. It should only be a tenner. If not, then I've got a free evening. I won't be watching it. So I'm a little bit worried now, but I'm not going to worry too much. Do you know what I mean? I am a little disappointed not to be going. Like, it's only over the other side of London. But yeah, I haven't been to a game recently, just been watching it on telly. It's easier, slightly less hassle, and don't have all that travel malarkey. I won't go into the reasons why there are, issues, personal circumstances, let's call it. No, I don't go to games at the moment. Not to say I won't. I think the only games I've been to in the last 5 years is Argyle Ladies. I've been at the women's games, and they're doing pretty well at the moment. So if I get around to doing one of those, if I get a Sunday, I will do that. But yeah, I haven't actually been to Argyle for a while. But yeah, I'll check that out in a minute. I'm not too worried. I've got a bit of time. I'm going to bosh this back and get onto the other beer review that I selected for tonight. And I do like to do it because I've selected it. You know, it's not important. It doesn't matter. But it's just a friendly beer, a Tuesday tipple. And thank everybody for popping in and joining me. So yeah, down the hatch for this 5% reddish amber ale from Hogsback called Rip Snorter. And yeah, mate, it's a Rip Snorter of a beer. Definitely. Cheers. Nice. Yeah, nice. Really nice. Didn't bring the glasses up, so I've got to use the plastics that we use up here. But they are oddly very good to drink from, as thick as glass. So beer reviews go. Let's go on to stick properly. We find it. Beer number 2, please. And beer number 2 is over here. Going on to much firmer ground with a stout. A Peruvian dark chocolate stout from these guys, featured on the channel several times. It's called Dark Was the Night, and it's twice brewed. Brew coat up in the northeast of England, just below Hadrian's Wall, towards Newcastle. Let's get this in a glass and see what we get. Yeah, solid on the pour, slightly thin but very oily kind of look. And as usual, I've poured it like an absolute idiot and haven't done the photograph. There's nobody to remind me to do the photograph. Forgot. Fair play. Thanks for joining, Henry. It will be this one, and I'll say I've got to dash off because got to find out, as Jamie's just reminded me, I've got to work out how I'm actually watching the football tonight, but there is a little bit of football on. So I'll only be this one, and then I'll head off. It's a nice beer, that. Have I got a can? Oh, really? What, the Hogsback or the twice brewed? Yeah, very bubbly on the head there for this one. Great head development. Can't do the can balance here, I don't think. Haven't got the... Oh, I've just poured too much out for the can balance. You know when things just don't go right, don't worry about it. On Hogsback, fair play, yeah. I sort of... I've said this to Mr. Wilson, who got me the beer, but I've sort of not shied away from, but I haven't really gone for Hogsback, despite liking several of their beers back in the day. There was a thing about 5-6 years back, and they were talking about tax and stuff, and the owner had a few interesting views about tax and beer and stuff. And I'm like, a bit of politics crept in. So I've just been able to overlook them slightly. But these ones, I've said this to Mr. Wilson, and he said to me, like, yeah, don't worry about all that. Like, just think about the beer itself. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Just noticed the phone is down on 22%, so I'm definitely going to have to not be too long because I need my phone to charge to cycle home quickly. But yeah, so I've overlooked Hogsback quite a lot because of that. It's one of the breweries that in the last 5 years have kind of, not issues, because they've just been popping out some beer and that, so been getting on with it. But because, the owner has said a few things and I've seen these, I found them very easy to kind of ignore. But yeah, I like me trad beers, so I shouldn't really. Just going to go and do... Hey, talking of which, Mr. Wilson, thanks very much for popping in. Just talking about the Hogsback beer that you got us, the Rip Snorter. Just done that one. So, as appropriately enough as Mr. Wilson pops in, I'm going to step aside and do the photograph because I completely forgot to do it for the Rip Snorter. But I'll do the photograph anyway. Haven't been able to do the can balance because of being in a different situation. But I will step aside and do the photo. I don't know if it will work in these lighting conditions. But yeah, just going to do a couple of beer reviews. You might have seen the other stream as well, where... Oh no, that's never really going to work, is it? I don't know. Might be alright. Not going to put the laptop down for that one because I moved the laptop earlier and it was all over the place. Yeah, really interesting that because it kind of shows, you can see it, it shows a kind of thinness and a slight red note. Right, so I'm on 20%. I can't let that go down below 20%, so I'm trying to charge it. But because I'm using all this stuff. I have to be really careful. I might have to nip in the brewery and just charge it so I can cycle home. I need a line bike app. But yeah, so a Peruvian dark chocolate stout. Very much my kind of thing compared to the other two beers for tonight. Ho ho ho, Hoppy Crimbo. Is that a hoppy beer I've got on? Well, it smells very hoppy. It's hoppy Christmas beer. Yeah, I don't associate hoppy beers with Christmas beers particularly. I do associate stouts with Christmas, but there you go. Yeah, so Twice Brewed. I've featured them plenty of times on the channel. I've got an entire box I haven't properly dug into yet. Got plans for it. Brew up just below Hadrian's Wall. Their main beer. Featured in the actual video. I linked to that as well about the tree up on Hadrian's Wall that got felled the other year. That is their kind of main logo. Sycamore Gap, the sycamore tree. They've Sycamore Gap Lager and a Sycamore Gap Pale Ale. Yeah, not Christmas, not Christmassy at all. No Christmas moots, but tasty nonetheless. I suspect, are they going for some kind of hoppiness that suggests pine? Like I say, that West Coast ad earlier on the other stream was basically like being smacked around the face with a pine tree. So a bit of pine needle association. We have a beer here. We're not doing it this year called Very Festive, which is like, yeah, a piney kind of almost West Coast pale ale. The one West is Best is that kind of grapefruit and pine kind of West Coast smattering of citrus pith. Not quite orange, but yeah, there we go. That's the kind of Christmas note, reminding of you of biting a Christmas tree. I guess I think that's the deal. Really, doesn't work for me. But I haven't even selected Christmas beers yet. I'm thinking about it, but it's only the first week of December, so I don't need to worry about that for another week or so. So I've got some beers in today. Well, back at the other address, not here. So I will. They're not really Christmas beers. I've got about 10 beers at Trembling Madness in the basket. That are, some of them are Christmas beers. So I'll look into that. There we go. Quite piney. That's basically what it's at. It's basically resembling a Christmas tree. This one very much not. Like I say, nice head development in a dark chocolate stout. So I'm imagining a bit of coffee as well. Let's have a little sniff. Yeah, so there's a slight bit of dark chocolate edge. Nose is blocked up because now it's getting cold again. So it's got that kind of chocolatey kind of note. Let's get on the taste. Cheers quickly. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, definite slight hot chocolate vibe. Definite kind of there's no sort of cakiness to it. There's no like chocolate gatto. It's quite thin, but not watery by any means. It's got that thinness, but definite that chocolate cocoa kind of flavor. Touch of coffee maybe. Yeah, but slightly different on the chocolate. Slightly different. A little bit of fizz, a little bit of carbonation going on. No, it's not that. Yeah, me neither. As I see on the other stream with that West Coast Pale, very much not there. But the tropicalness kind of carried that one through. Maybe that's the same for you. As long as it's juicy, you get back to it. It's sort of interesting just to find out eventually the drinkability of it. Yeah, really nice chocolate note. This one, more ever so slightly spicy. There's a bit of not cinnamon, but kind of maybe cardamom or something like that in there. Kind of, I don't really know what Peruvian chocolate is all about, but it feels like a bit of savouriness, you know, not quite salinity, definitely a bit of savouriness going on. I wouldn't say it was smooth by any means. It's more cola in its consistency, but slightly thicker, but not as smooth as a nice smooth. Like I say, that stout I had last night, that camper van, was absolutely smooth without being massively chocolate coffee either way. But you know, I like a stout. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, the fruitiness carries it through. Yeah, superb from the hops. Um, yeah, but this one, yeah, there's a bit of savouriness to it, a little bit of salinity. No, it's more umami than salinity. It's definitely like, you know, bounces off that sweetness because it's not massively sweet, but it's definitely a good chocolate note to it. Again, very tasty, very smashable. Totally my kind of thing. Very much so. Um, yeah. Oh, bear with me a second. Ta-da. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, so it's getting a little cold out here. If I'd be under the heaters, it'll be all right. But enjoying the beer. Really good set of beers tonight. Really enjoyed the beers last night. Check out that stream with 3 really excellent beers, especially that third one. And yeah, I'm so annoyed. Done the stream earlier because I'd done a really bad stream last week and made a few errors, and I realised I left the banner on yesterday's one, the Chipotle. Yeah, no, Chipotle Porter. And this one's got a very similar kind of note to it, not peppery or spicy particularly, but that just kind of slightly umami kind of note. Ooh. Nice. Very smashable for a stout. It's big, really, yeah, nice. Smooth flavours, but a slight sparkle of kind of almost effervescence. Not overcarbed by any means. Nicely carbonated. Glad you enjoyed Hogsback. So I get one. Oh right, yeah. One of the Christmas beer. Yeah, that Christmas beer is sounds odd, but sounds interesting. Yeah, no, thanks, man. Definitely, thanks for bringing us the Hogsback beers. Like I said, I did a stream of gifted beers the other day and didn't put those in, and I thought, well, because I did last week the gardener's tipple, I thought I'll do this week for the gardening stream. But I don't think I'll do. I don't know if I'll do a stream next Tuesday because I'm not sure I need to, because now pretty much the composting is full. But I might. You never know. See what the weather's like next Tuesday. To be fair, it's become, well, having done it last week and this week, it's just a sort of easy live stream to do, really. And like I say, both weeks have been a really nice bit of weather, so it's looked really nice in the setting of the sun, and it's got darker and you can see it. If I'd done it as a video, it would be great on fast forward just to see the compost building up and up and up, and then do what I probably should do is a beer review at the beginning or something. I'd just like to get the work done and then do a beer review. So yeah. But yeah, it was like last week was an excellent beer to do because of the name of the beer. So yeah, that's the one. Fairy Tale, a new and interesting smoked beer. Yeah, I will check that out. I might even try and find it if I can get one, to be fair. I say I was just looking on the website, weren't we? Yeah, I went look on the website at Try Speech because I've done it plenty of times. But yeah, cheers, Mr. Wilson. Excellent, as always. As always. So it's 6:10 at the moment. I need to be back home at 7. I need to work out. I'm watching a football yet, so I'm going to finish this one. It's very, absolutely beautiful sweetness on it. It's kind of cocoa note. Nice chocolate. It doesn't taste particularly dark, bittery chocolate. Like I say, there's that kind of like savoury note as well. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at spoons quite regular. If they have one up here, I'll dive up for it. I tell you what I am looking forward to in spoons this time of year, as always, is Twickenham ales. Twickenham have got some great stouts, Christmas kind of stouts, and they've got at least 4, I think. And I saw a thing on Instagram the other day with it, and it is in my local spoon, so I'll be looking forward to when that comes out. Love a bit of Twickenham ales, and can't remember what they are. Let's have a quick look. Twickenham ales Christmas stouts. Yeah, limited edition Twickenham fine ales. Here we go. This is a bit of me. This is a bit of me. Let's share that. There we go. Coming soon. Twickenham ice cream inspired small batch stouts. Christmas. Oatmeal stout. Standard. Fair play. Raspberry Ripple. Raspberry and vanilla stout. Mint choc chip stout. And rum and raisin stout. Well, I tell you what, rum and raisin stout. I really want to get the Durham rum and raisin stout and the Turkish delight stout as well. How many stouts is too many stouts? But that's all the Wetherspoons that have got one. Apparently, JJ Music where I sit, one of my local-ish ones. But then look down there, the Greenwood Hotel, very much local. Cycle past it on the way home. Although not anytime soon because it's pissing the rain again here now. Probably should have finished 5 minutes ago and got on the bike, but it's a bit cold. Yep, there you go. Waiting for that. Hasn't got it there yesterday when I looked, but thankfully I'm stuck on 20%. It hasn't gone any further down. put them on the coming soon list yet, so I don't know. I'm sure they will have them in at some point. There you go. Superb. Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to that one, really. For the Twickenham ones. I look for them every year. And for the last few years, haven't really had a chance to get them. But if they are in my local spoons, I will dive up for that and do a little postage on that. Getting cold now. I'm going to put my jacket back on. Little passing shower there. I think it's stopped now. See this tent? You can always tell when it's raining. You can just hear it popping on the top of the tent. Oh, that's a great shout. That's a great shout. Curvain. Yeah. Yeah, mix the raspberry ripple and the rum and raisin and some ice cream flavours. Yeah, I think the mint one needs to be on its own. Yeah, no, that's a great shout. Yeah, nice. It almost overshadows the oatmeal stout itself, doesn't it? Just the base one. I'm guessing they've made the base oatmeal stout, and then I have a feeling it's another one that will call itself natural flavourings. But Twickenham Fine Ales always have some good stouts at Christmas, and whatever they put in it always seems to work. So. Hey there, Wiley. How you doing, Wiley G? What I am drinking today is scrolling on the screen here right now. Oh, no, it's not. What a dickhead. Thanks for pointing that out. It would be helpful if I'd put the right... Always something happens in the stream. I always get one thing wrong. Right, but what I'm drinking right now today, I was drinking the Hogsback. Now I'm drinking Twice Brewed Brew Co. up in the northeast of England. Dark was the night, as it is now, night. 5.8% Peruvian dark chocolate stout. That's what I'm drinking right now. But, yeah, hey, Wally G, thanks for popping in. Yeah, if you've got a beer on, let me know what you're drinking in the comments below. Same as everybody else. I love talking about beer. I'm disco. I like talking about beer. I'm addicted to... I don't think addicted is the right word. I'm addicted to talking about beer. It's all about the beer. It's not about me. It's about being a live stream. But yeah, welcome along. Let me know where you are and what you're drinking. I'm not going to go hang on for too much longer because it is 6:15 and I do definitely have to leave by past so I can go and watch a bit of football. You're on the Peroni. Fair play. Peroni Capri is my main hobby. I would say it's not only my main hobby, it's my hobby, it's my workplace. It's not what I'm all about, but beer does form a very important part of my life. As for you, Mr. Wilson, it's not life itself. It's more important than that, as to bastardize a football quote. But yeah, I love a beer. I love talking about beer. I love finding new beers. I love talking to other people about beers. And I often say here, when people start talking about beer on the bar, like, I will hang on all afternoon about beer if you let me. Do you know what I mean? I have a more selective taste in beer. You will very unlikely find me drinking a Peroni unless it's it's unlikely I'm talking about that kind of mainstream beers, but I don't slag anybody off for drinking any kind of beer. It's up to you, to be fair, even Beer Mongrel. But yeah, I like some more different, more interesting beers. I love a stout. I love finding, even like I say, Hogsback. I've eschewed them for years, and now I've been given these beers. I'm like, actually, yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Something a bit different. I definitely like different beers. I like finding beers that nobody else is drinking. I like finding like not many beer reviewers on YouTube are drinking Twice Brewed that much. Please click like and subscribe. Thank you as always, Henry 420 or Rian Hawks as you are on at the moment again. Yeah, hit like and subscribe as we go. We're coming up to the hour, and I'm gonna call this one an hour. I called the last one at 2. I went on Hogsback Brewery to top Tipple. Superb. So I did a stream last week where Dave Wilson and chat gave me another Hogsback gardener's tipple because I've done a bit of gardening up here at the brewery. This is my brewery, Perivale. Not mine. I just work here. So yeah, love a bit of Hogsback. I love the beers, not necessarily the owner so much, but I enjoy trying new stuff, and I haven't done Hogsback for a while. Driven past them many times again, not for a while, but yeah, Hogsback Brewery, solid brewery down there in Surrey. Been going for a while, very traditional, but also giving craft to go a little bit as well, to be fair. So yeah, thanks for Ali for popping in. Click like, subscribe, and we'll do some more live beer reviews. I do 2 or 3 a week sometimes, some weeks, definitely at least 2. Sometimes I try and get more out because I've got a lot of beers to get through before Christmas, before I even get through Christmas beers. I just felt that lifting and shifting all day. I just felt the need to stretch because the upper arm workout I had today, shoveling all that compost was yeah. Go and check that out. I've been working hard. If nothing else, my boss can watch it. He won't. But boss, look what I've done today. I've been working hard today. You know what I mean? But today was a voluntary day. It wasn't really a paid day. But I could technically spread it out throughout the week, so it's all right. Yeah, so I've got to work out how I can watch the football in about 3/4 of an hour time. I'm only across London, and I'm not going. I'm going to go home and watch it on telly, or just watch it here. But yeah, so very easy drinking chocolate stout here from Twice Brewed up in North East England near Hadrian's Wall. Nice. Increasingly smooth chocolate and nicely sweet, medium sweetness. The honey feels like as well, kind of, and that savouriness is sort of dipped in and out. Fantastic web shop. I should share and have a look, see what they've got, because I've got a whole box of theirs to do. I got last month and I haven't got around to properly fully reviewing, but I will do. Won't do a live stream tomorrow. I'll have a little break tomorrow. I was hoping to get a video out tomorrow evening, and if I can finish off editing it tomorrow, it was filmed just over there, in fact, with my boss, who was on that previous stream when he bought me a pint, looking at non-alcoholic beers, and I meant to do that for Sober October. We did it in September, and I still haven't got round to it because I'm terrible at editing videos, and that's why I do a lot of live streams, because it's just getting through the beers that I've got. Like I say, I've got another 8 beers in today, but yeah, I might do one. I'll do one on Thursday, I think, unless I go out. I'm not sure. Might not get one done on Thursday. And then we're into the weekend again, and I'll try and get one done Sunday. Try and get one done Monday for Sunday session and Monday club. You guys, as always, who inexplicably, well, not inexplicably, I know I do it because beer is your thing. So you watch along. Thank you very much indeed for watching along. I've been disco beer reviews up here in the brewery courtyard at Perivale Brewery. I'm going to hope that rain stops shortly so I can cycle home. If not, I'm just going to bung the laptop in the air and make a dash for it. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Mr. Wilson, as always, thanks for the bit. Thanks for the watching along. And Henry 420, thanks for supporting. etc., etc. I'm going to call it now because I'm not going to get to the hour, but that doesn't matter. Look at the lacing on that beer. Fabulous beer. Really enjoyed all 3 beers tonight, even the one I didn't really like on the previous stream. You guys have been fantastic. I've been Disco, Just Disco Beer Review. Cheers. And as always, enjoy the beers. It's all about the beers. It's not about me. Smashing it. Thanks so much. Catch you all soon. Have a great one. Enjoy the rest of the week. And catch out for more live beer reviews soon.